in die kampe meer wees nie. En die beeskrale sonder beeste wees. Nogtans sal ek in die Here jubel, sal ek juig in God, my redder. Die Here my God gee van my krag, hy maak my voete soos die van 'n robbok op hoë plekke, laat hy my veilig loop. Die koorleier met snare speel. Dan het die volgende gedeelte in Sefanja. Die gedeelte wat my opval in I can come in. Can I have a seat there at the back, eh? Yes. Die gedeelte wat my opval in Habakuk is die gedeelte van vers 19. Daar gaan dit met ons hoe, op of af, goed of sleg. Nogtans sal ek in die Here jubel. En die ander gedeelte van Sefanja 1. Ek gaan 'n einde maak aan alles op die aarde, sê die Here. Ek gaan 'n einde maak aan alles wat op aarde, sê die Here. Ek gaan 'n einde maak aan mens en dier, aan voëls en visse. Ek gaan 'n einde maak aan die mens, aan die wat mense laat struikel het. En aan die goddeloses. Ek gaan die mense van die aarde af uitroei, sê die Here. Ek gaan my hand uitsteek na Juda en teen al die inwoners van Jerusalem. Ek gaan uit hierdie plek uitroei wat daar nog van Baal oor is. Die naam van die afgodspriesters, van alle priesters, die wat op die dakke die hemelliggame aanbid, die wat die Here aanbid en aan hom trou sweer, maar terselfdertyd ook aan Milkom, die wat die rug vir die Here draai, na sy wil nie vra nie, en hom nie raadpleeg nie, gaan 'n einde maak aan hom. Kom ons bid saam. Vader, in die naam van Jesus, Here, baie dankie vir die geleentheid wat ons het om uit die woord te kan lees. Here, dankie dat ons as 'n raad en amptenary so by mekaar kan kom. En Here, rondom die woord kan vergader. Here, wil U met ons wees in hierdie vergadering. Here, ek bid nou, soos wat U sê in die woord, ons geveg is nie teen vlees en bloed nie, maar ons geveg is teen die bose magte wat in die atmosfeer opereer. Here, dat U enige bose mag of krag wat opereer sal bind in die naam van Jesus. En Here, dat ons van krag tot krag sal gaan en dat ons U altyd voorop sal stel. Dankie, Here, dankie vir U liefde en dankie vir U genade. Here, want U is groot, U is almagtig, U is op die troon. En alle lof en eer, Here Jesus, kom U toe. Amen. Collega's, dit was my gedeelte. Ek wil glo ons almal het die agenda baie welkom. Ons lyk min in getal. Baie welkom aan al ons raadshede, raadslede. Ek weet die burgemeester is op pad, hy is so 5 minute weg. Hy is op pad vanaf 'n min myl. Die munisipale bestuurder gaan inskakel. Daar sy. Sy skakel van daai kant af in. So baie welkom aan elkeen van u, ook aan die publiek wat ingeskakel is by hierdie raadsvergadering. Dit is ons voorlaaste raadsvergadering van 2023. Ons het nog so enetjie om te gaan. Jy het kennis gekry van ons komitees wat uitgestel is, afgestel is. Maar baie welkom. I would also like to welcome, sir, I believe you from Eskom. Are you from Eskom? Okay, you'll do the presentation. I think you must just go and check where they are, please. Maybe they're in some other place, because my time is against us. Just check where they are, please. Or just get hold of them. Is that your colleague? No. Oh. Looks like your colleague from Eskom. Die krag jy op weet gehad, burgemeester, dat jou hare, jy gesok. Aansoeken om verlof tot afwesigheid. Ek het van Audrey Small, raadslede, raadslede. Ek dink ons moet maar dink aan haar. Haar sussie is nie lekker nie. En sy het verskoning gemaak. Dan het ek raadslid Emmanuel Adams. Hy het ook verskoning gemaak dat hy gaan op die platform wees.
Dankie, Speaker. Ek het sopas 'n boodskap gekry van hom. Hy is op die pad en sukkel om in te skakel. So dalk later.
Okay.
Solank jy sy verskoning het. Dankie, Speaker.
Okay, nee, hy het met my gepraat. Is daar nog by ons? Chief op niemand nie? Nee. Daar's 'n hand, munisipale bestuurder.
Baie dankie, Speaker. Meneer Zander Wiese, ons interne ouditeur is afsiek tot donderdag en hy maak verskoning vir die vergadering.
Dankie, munisipale bestuurder. Dan kan ons aanbeweeg na item 18 toe. Dis die verklaring van belange ingevolge skedule 7 en 2. Ek begin sommer by my, dan gaan ons maar so om. Ek, Randall Swart, verklaar hiermee dat ek geen persoonlike belang by enige item op die agenda het nie.
Goeiedag, Samuel. Ek Andre Isaacs. Ek het geen belange op enige items van hierdie agenda nie. Ek het geen persoonlike belang by enige item op agenda.
Maar geen persoonlijke belangen op agenda nie.
Samantha lees geen persoonlijke belang by enige item op die agenda.
Speaker, ek ben ik verklaar me dat ik geen belang in die agenda heb.
Speaker Mario Wessels, geen persoonlijke belang op die agenda nie.
Speaker Arend de Plooy, ek het geen persoonlijke belang by enige items op die agenda.
Maar speaker allemaal, Johan Moorman verklaar dat ik geen persoonlijke belang bij enige items op de agenda heb nie.
Ek heb mijn naam is Adrian de Vries. Verklaar dat ik geen persoonlijke belang by enige item op die agenda het nie. Koos Daniels verklaar dat ik geen belang in die items op die agenda het.
Goeiemiddag, Speaker. Wim Willems, geen persoonlijke belang op items op die agenda nie.
Goedemiddag, Speaker. Wim Klotseer, geen persoonlijke belang bij enige item op die agenda nie.
Speaker, ek is nie seker of daar die items in komitee is waarop ek 'n belang het nie, maar indien wel, dan verklaar ek dat ek wel 'n belang het by die items in komitee.
Okay.
Goedemiddag, Dennis Ventura. Ek het belang by die item 39 in komitee vandag.
Middag, Speaker. Ek is Nelmarie Botman. Ek verklaar dat ek geen persoonlike belang by enige item op die agenda het nie.
Middag, Speaker. Aletta van Siddert, ek verklaar ek het geen persoonlijke belange by enige items op die agenda.
Okay, dankie op die platform. Munisipale bestuurder.
Speaker. Dankie, Speaker. Hanlie Linde, ek verklaar dat ek wel 'n persoonlike belang het, soos direkteur van Toera by item 39. Dankie.
Baie dankie, ek dink ons is almal gecover. Item 19 is die bekragtiging van die notule van die vorige vergadering, soos waarop 31 Oktober, die notule, collega's, die bekragtiging daarvan. Kan ek 'n voorstel en sekondant kry vir dit? Voorstel raadslid Daniel, sekondant. Raadslid Moorman. Item 20 is die implementeringsverslag vir raadsbesluite. Die implementeringsverslag was elektronies versprei aan elkeen van ons. Is daar enigiets uit daai verslag uit wat u dalk onder ons aandag wil bring? Enige iets munisipale bestuurder uit die implementeringsverslag uit?
Speaker, van my kant af niks nie. As daar enige vrae is oor die implementering, dan kan ek in die direksie dit enige tyd antwoord.
Item 21, sake vooruitspruitend uit die notule. Daar enige sake wat uit die vorige notule wat ons sopas goedgekeur het. Enige regstellings. Enigiets waarvan u wil hê die raad moet kennis neem. As daar niks is hier, dan gaan ons aan. Dan het ons item 22 verklarings, mededelings deur myself, die uitvoerende burgemeester en die munisipale bestuurder. Ik wil net aankondig dat ons het verjaarsdag vandag. Ek het altyd 'n koor gehad wat gesing het by geleenthede, maar ons het eintlik gaan sing om te eet. En dat is gesing. Ek en Adam sal maar vir in die kantoor kom sing, Aletta, baie geluk. Was die gitaar? Jy sou vandag die gitaar saamgebring het. Jy geoefen het. Aletta, baie geluk. Mag die Here jou nog baie jare spaar. En ek wil vir jou altyd gee, vorige raadslid, raadsheer, Boete Josephus, het altyd gesê, Psalm 23, die Here is my herder, ek kom niks kort nie. Gaan lees hom in diepte. Dis wat ek vir jou kan gee vandag. Alles wat mooi is, jy lyk pragtig, lyk jy het 'n nuwe rok aan, die nuwe hangertjie om, jy nuwe bril, jy het mos nou vir Portable verruil vir Piketberg. Jy moet een ding onthou, as jy Portable verruil vir Piketberg, kan dinge drasties verander in jou lewe. Of Veldhof is volgende. En dan die 2 Desember. Meneer Moorman. Word ons genooi na Rapteer toe? Jy moet ons nooi. Dis Saterdag. Kom golfdag toe en dan ja, kom sommer golfdag toe en dan reël ons iets. Okay, maar ook as ons jou nie kry nie, alle sterkte, alle voorspoed. Ons kan vir jou net alles wat mooi is toewens vorentoe. Ons het geen leed, is baie goed. Ons is bewus van leed in ons gemeenskap. Die seun wat in Veldre verdrink het, is uitgespoel, kon herenig met sy ouers. Dis nie altyd 'n mooi gesig nie. Dan het 'n jong man in Piketberg, ek ken hom, nog 'n jong man, Adams. Hy het verdrink, nee, burgemeester. Hy het verdrink, het rugby gespeel vir Rhinos, sportman. Dis nou waarvan ek weet, daar's dalk ander in ons gemeenskappe wat families of iemand aan die dood afgestaan het. En ons wil ons innige meegevoel met hulle betuig. Ek wil tog vra ons as 'n raad dat ons hierdie families waarvan ons weet sal opdra in ons gebede en tog dink aan hulle. Lief is 'n man wat gevaarlike ding gaan doen. Hy tou ook Saterdag. Matthew Sheldon. Iemand het nog kans om my man te gaan waarsku asseblief. Dis iets moois, pragtig, Matthew gaan Saterdag trou. Ek weet nie van julle nie, maar ek het my uitnodiging gekry. So dis al op hierdie stadium. Dan wil ek net terugvoering gee in die raad, terwyl ek met my verklarings is. Daar was 2 in-komitee items wat ons hanteer. Die een het gehandel oor aangeleentheid, waarby die burgemeester en 'n senior personeellid betrokke was, en die uitvoering daarvan soos besluit deur die raad en die verslag. Ek wil net aan die raad rapporteer dat dit het so plaasgevind. Ons gaan by ons volgende raadsvergadering, sal ek dit op skrif aan u deurgee. Ek dink ek wil dit net so aan u rapporteer. Dan die ander gedeelte wat ek aan u wil rapporteer, is ook 'n in-komitee item wat ons hanteer het. En ek wil dit aan u rapporteer, die mediasieproses het plaasgevind, en ek gaan ook by ons volgende raadsvergadering op skrif vir die raad so deurgee. Ek wil dit net aan u rapporteer, dat u daarom bewus is, die spreker het nie die goedjies onder die mat ingedruk nie. Nee, raadslid Moorman, spreker het die goedjies gebring. Burgemeester, enige mededelingsverklarings van u?
Spreker nie eintlik. Ek wil net vra dat sal eintlik iets goeds wees as al ons raadslede by Vrydag se funksie kan wees in Veldhof. Almal is mos genooi, die volle raad met die amptenare, so ek wil vra dat ons as ons uit 'n pad kan gaan, dat ons saam met ons werkers die jaar afsluit, jaar opdraande, maar ook afdraande gewees en ook goeie jaar gewees. En ek dink ons werkers het ook hard gewerk, onsself. Ons net lekker wees as ons op die Bergrivier klopse manier kan afsluit by Vrydag in Veldrif. Almal word in ons gekry en dan wil ek ook vra dat ons raadslede ook kyk om ons kersliggies by te woon. Die een wat bote wil is Vrydag, dan is het Pakketberg volgende week in Veldrif, die Saterdag, dat ons ook daar met ons gemeenskap op verenig. Ons sê, lyk is net seker as wat altyd opdaag en dan skil ons mekaar, maar almal uit ons maar daar op die spreker. Baie dankie spreker.
Dankie burgemeester. Ja, die tema is blijkbaar 'n klopse besigheid. Ek het nou nog nie klopse klere. Ek wil so graag 'n klopse drag aan het. Maar die tema is klopse. Jou gesiggie moet gepyn wees, raadslid les. U dag nooit op by die funksies van ons nie. Asseblief, raadslid Marman, raadslid Manuel, raadslid Isaacs. Ek kan lekker u voorkop paint en dan maak as ek 'n lekker raadslid deploy. Waar is u die jaar? Vrydag. Wat se liggies? Nee, ons is in Veldrif eers. So u gaan nie by die ou mense ete wees nie. Nee, ek grap man. Collega's, dis al van my kant, 'n munisipale bestuurder. Enige mededelings?
Baie dankie spreker. Ek wil ook maar net vir al die raadslede genooi het na Vrydag se prysuitdelingsfunksie toe. Baie dankie burgemeester. Ek stem saam met die burgemeester, dit sal werklik vir elke amptenaar ongelooflik baie beteken as u daar saam met ons kan wees en aangetrek volgens Bergrivier klopse. En dan het ek ook al vanoggend met Aletta gepraat met haar verjaarsdag, veels geluk. En ons dink aan Matthew vir Saterdag. Ek het niks verder nie spreker. Hulle is net besig om die saal hier rondom my af te breek, so as dit dalk raas, vra ek om verskoning.
Baie dankie. Ons het onderhoude met die afvaardiging van Eskom, maar soos wat hulle vir ons in die donker te los, het hy sonder sy presentation nie aangekom. Hulle wil baie graag 'n voorlegging kom doen oor die Eskom gebiede in ons area, waar hulle, ek is nie seker of het meters gaan insit en wat hulle gaan doen nie. In die gebiede is Eendekuil, gedeelte van Eendekuil, goed verwag Witte Water, is daar, waar is nog Eskom gebiede? Is Aurora. Nee, Aurora is nie. Is net, ek wou eintlik 'n one-on-one net met julle toe met hulle gereël het, maar hulle wou met ons almal praat. Maar nou is hulle nie hier nie. Nee, maar hulle is hier vir die loadshedding hier raadslid. OK. Ons gaan hulle, as hulle kom uit die stad uit, so as hulle nou kom, dan kyk ons maar om hulle te akkommodeer, né? Daar's geen mosies en vrae nie. Item 5 is 'n dringende saak. Dis die begroting. There's an adjustment budget, and it was forwarded. I just wanted to make sure if all the councillors did receive it. Jackie Sas was nog vanoggend by my om seker te maak of al die raadslede dit ontvang het. Die begroting, raadslid Daniels en burgemeester en Nelmarie sal vir ons daar deurvat en vir ons sê wat het nou gebeur dat ons nou 'n adjustment budget het. Dankie, raadslid Daniels.
Spreker, dankie. Ek dink ons almal is bewus van die besnoeiing in die vanaf die nasionale tesourie. En dit het nou ongelukkig vir ons ook geraak. En dit het nou teweeggebring dat ons aansêwingsbegroting moet oorlê. Dit is nou nie noemenswaardige bedrae nie, maar dit het tog 'n impak of 'n effek op ons huidige begroting. So die aanpassings is dan soos volg dat die Extended Public Works Program, die EPWP, verminder met R161,000. Die MIG verminder met 1,1 miljoen rand en die besig Water Services Infrastructure Grant verminder met 1,5 miljoen rand. Dan was daar ook rollover goedkeurings gewees. Die een handel oor die Unspent Human Settlement Development Grant vir beneficiaries. Dis R216,000. Dan was daar een vir die Unspent Western Cape Financial Management Capability Grant. Dis R386,000. En dan het ons R1 miljoen van die provinsie gekry wat na die distrik toe gewaaie was. En hulle het aansoek gedoen vir 'n oorrol vanaf provinsie wat dit goedgekeur het. So dit is opgeneem nou in ons begroting. Met die verstande dat dit ons wag nou eintlik vir die Weskus se adjustment budget om dit nou fisies maar in ons rekening oor te betaal en R1 miljoen is die res van die youth center wat moet tot sy reg kom. So dit is in kort die items of die votes wat geraak word.
Dankie, Raadslid Daniels. Is daar enige byvoegings? Is daar enige vrae, enige insette, kollegas? Ek het vanoggend vir Jackie gevra, wat was die rede vir die besnyding? Sê Jackie, nee. Jong, jy weet mos, hoe gaan dit daar by nasionaal, man. Ons het nie eintlik beheer oor dit. Ja. So, kollegas, as daar niks is nie, dit het 'n aanpassing op onze begroting afwaarts. En dan is daar 'n gedeelte opwaarts. Ons is dankbaar vir die jeugsentrum, maar ons is nie so dankbaar vir die... En dit bring teweeg dat ons moet gaan kyk na ander fondse om op te maak vir dit wat ons nou hier verloor. So, voorsitter, julle is in proses om dalk te kyk hoe julle daai gaps kan vul.
Voorsitter, dit sal waarskynlik by die einde Januarie, Februarie se aansewingsbegroting of die midjaar kyk waar kan ons hy geld gaan maak.
Okay. Is daar geen verdere vrae nie? Kan ek dan vra vir 'n voorstel en 'n sekondant? Wie stel se voor? Is daar 'n sekondant? Raadslid De Vries. Omdat dit 'n begrotingsimplikasie het, raadslede, moet die volle raad daaroor stem. Almal ten gunste van die aanpassing op die begroting. By show of hand. Kan jy net jy hand opsteek? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Met my inkluis 11. Daar's eenparigheid ten opsigte van dit. Baie dankie. Daar's geen ander dringende items nie. Ja, dis die enigste een. Baie dankie. Daar beweeg ons aan afdeling A, item 26, dis die Supply Chain Policy Numbering. Raadslid Daniels.
Dankie, Speaker. Dit is nie 'n regstelling. Die beleid wat in Maart maand goedgekeur was, lees by die omskrywing van 'n written quotation dat written quotations mean quotations referred to in paragraph 12.1c of this policy. En die regstelling is eintlik dat dit moet lees 12.1d of this policy. So is net 'n regstelling, Speaker.
Okay. So voorstel, jy stel voor vir die regstellings daar sekondant, raadslid deploy. Enige vrae? Dis 'n regstelling. Item 27, members of the Bergrivier Municipal Planning Tribunal. So bladsy 20 tot 22. Raadslid Moelman.
Dankie, Speaker. Ons neem kennis van die verslag wat saam met dit gaan. En dit is maar basies om die direkteur tegniese dienste, die Denver van Tura, aangestel word in die plek van direkteur die Josef is as 'n lid van die Municipal Planning Tribunal na direkteur Josef is bedank het.
Enige vrae, enige inset? Dis net die verandering. Is 'n sekondant? Sekondant raadslid Moelman. Item 28, Sidora. Wie is wat een woord voor?
Die Speaker, Tannie Dora is tegnische se tannie. Hulle sal die item hanteer, Speaker.
Raadslid De Vries.
Speaker, maar by die toestemming wil ek vra die direkteur het vir ons net nog opsom as die direkteur van Tura as dit reg is so.
Directeur. Wat sê Antidora?
Wat het dit doen? Speaker, Raadslid Daniels het hom ingelei. En dit is ook wat ons het. Die enigste verandering wat ons dan het rondom die MIC-grant is dat ons dan die pipe replacements dan net 'n bietjie moet uitskuif om in te val met dit. En dan net die IPWP allokasies moet ons dan 'n bietjie aanpassings maak hoor. En dan ons dit alreeds dan daarbij gesit. En dit is nou maar pro rata per afdeling soos wat ons dit dan hier uitgewys het.
Ja, meneer.
Speaker, ekskuus, terwyl Raadslid Daniels dit gedoen, dis die aanpassing van die budget, so hulle het nou maar net 'n addisionele verslag ingedien om te sê hoe die projekte net aangepas word.
O, julle is clever. Julle is vinnig. Is dit nodig dan vir ons om dit dan goed te keer?
Ja, Speaker, ons moet dit nou die DPOP aanpas, so met hierdie veranderings moet ons tergaan MIC toe, dat ons daardie aanpassings daar sou kan aanbring.
Okay. Dankie, collega's. Is daar voorstel en 'n sekondant? Is daar enige vraag uit dit uit? Is daar niks gesê, is daar voorstel en 'n sekondant dat ons dit so aanpas? Raadslid Moelman, Raadslid Daniels. Item 29, Water Conservation and Demand Management Plan, Raadslid De Vries.
Speaker, dankie. Is 'n omvattende verslag. Ek wil net wys dat die executive summary daar paragraaf 2 van die verslag wat as volg lees. In an integrated water resource planning study, it was shown that water conservation, and dis baie belangrik, water conservation and water demand management are the most feasible water augmentation options to meet the growing demand of bergrivier. The purpose of this strategy is to ensure the long-term balance between available water resources and water demand, to postpone the need for expensive capital infrastructure projects for as long as it is economically viable, and to minimize water wastage. So die hele program, Speaker, sal verrig het ons beskikbare waterbron absoluut koste-effektief en so min as moontlik water gebruik om water te bespaar. Enige ander byvoeging daartoe sal noodwendig groot koste tot gevolg hê, en is die plan dus hoofsaaklik daarop gerig dat ons die gebruik van benutting van waterbron en die besparing daarvan optimaal sal nastreef. Dis my essensie van die plan. Weet jy of die direkteur miskien iets daarby wil voeg nie?
Enige byvoegings, direkteur?
Nee, dit is 'n statutory compliance vir ons om te kan by ons vereistes by uit te kan kom.
Baie dankie. Kan ek dan so 'n voorstel kry? Is daar enige vraag? Enige inset? Dan net sê kan ek so 'n voorstel kry en 'n sekondant? Raadslid Moelman. Raadslid De Plooy. Item 30, it's the annual water service development plan performance and water service audit report. Raadslid Fish.
Meneer Spreker, baie dankie. Ek kry dit daar op bladsy 42 en net dan 'n algemene inligting, die doel van die waterdiensteplan oudit. Die auditverslag is ons voorberei en opgestel deur AX ingenieurs met relevante inset deur amptenare van Bergrivier munisipaliteit. Spreker, ons vra dat die plan voorgelê word so goed oorweeg en goedkeur asseblief.
Baie dankie Roger. Enige vrae, enige insette uit die plan uit? Lyk vir my raadslede wil vakansie gaan doen. Is daar 'n voorstellende sekondant? Dankie raadslid De Plooy. Raadslid Daniels. Collega's, ons het dan gekom by die volgende items vir kennisname. There was a National Treasury circulation that's in this agenda, and it pertains to cost containment. Cost containment. And then there was an item 32, the quarterly and monthly budget statement for September. The quarterly supply chain management implementation report. Ek wil tog raadslede aanmoedig, lees maar asseblief hierdie verslag. The monthly supply chain implementation report. And then there was a tabling of report on the auctioning of the redundant assets, furniture, and equipment in Veldrift. Dis allemaal vir kennisname. Is die veiling môre? Is dit môre? Okay. Dan is ons by afdeling B, dis Nutilis van die uitvoerende burgemeesterskomitee, wijkskomitee, ad hoc komitees vir kennisname, item 36, 37 en item 38. Collega's, dan het ons aan die einde gekom van die gewone raadsvergadering. Ek wil dan nog vra, my colleagues from Eskom, welcome. My name is Randall. I'm the speaker of this council. My surname is Schwartz. Welcome. I do believe you came from Cape Town. Okay, het julle verdwaal? Ek is bly Piketberg is groot genoeg. Okay, we've got a lot of questions. We don't want your presentation anymore. Why did you put us on stage 6? Please. And why are we struggling when we're off? You struggle to get us on. No, it's fine. Who's going to do the presentation? Can you perhaps introduce yourself? And we're more than welcome to listen to you. As I've mentioned in my emails through to you, our time, we're very strict on time. After your presentation, there's still a meeting that needs to continue. But we're happy to have you here. You can introduce yourself and then you can do the presentation.
Good afternoon, the Honorable Speaker and the Honorable Councillors. My name is Richard Mali from Eskom. I'm the vending manager for the Western Cape OU. I'm here with my colleagues, Marcel Adams and Amanda Mathieu from the communication side of our business. And just for the sake of safety and security, I also have Mr. Avuyo here from the Eskom security side. The other colleagues could not make it due to other load shedding related commitments. And I really excused myself because I view this as very important, and we thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and the councillors, to give us this opportunity. The presentation, I'm really not, the presentation you guys can share at some stage, because I think I am a bit far from it, and to drive it from here, it's a bit of a challenge. I think she needs to assist me there. Yeah, but I think if you can assist me just to drive it, because I think I'm not closer to it from here.
You can sit here next to me if you want to.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Speaker.
Hulle gaan jou nou wil jy help with this?
Just me just to tap here.
Much time did I give you, sir?
20 minutes.
Okay, make it 15.
Okay, that's 15 minutes. Good stuff. Thank you very much. We're going to start here. That's the first the slide. Then I can just move it from here. As I said, my name is Richard Mali from Eskom. Eskom is busy implementing what we call the key revision number. The other utilities call it token ID. We call it an Eskom key revision number. That's what KRN stands for. And most utilities, and even my hometown where I come from, I guess one Mossel Bay, and I guess the first copy. My hometown, Mossel Bay, they already done with the TID, as they call it. We as Eskom started on the 3rd of August this year, and our approach is totally different to all other utilities. The reason being that we've got about 6.8 million prepaid customers in the country, and all these prepaid meters that we have comply with the standard transfer specification type of a prepaid meter. And those prepaid meters are all over the world. All utilities, everybody in the world has to do it. Because if you don't do it, it will be affected on the 24th of November, 2024. And as Eskom, we're trying to be very proactive to make sure that our valued customers are not disadvantaged at that time. We've been preparing for this. And then what Eskom has due to Eskom's own financial situation, we decided to go for the do-it-yourself approach. While other utilities might have gone to a door-to-door assisting, we're doing the DIY. The do-it-yourself approach, we give guidance and support to our valued customers, and then we have to give them the necessary key change tokens. What it means, your meter, because it is a digital language specified equipment, it understands digits. Now, all meters started on the 1st of January 1993 to start counting, and they're going to run out of range on the 25th of November 2024. Then, and that is for your key revision number 1, which is KRN. That is the existing one. Now you can imagine the next KRN revision is in 2035. I don't know about you, but I know I won't be around by 2035. So that is the next one. So we are trying to prepare these meters for this existing key revision. The deployment process. The customers will be issued with key change tokens. It's about 3 sets of 20 digits. The first 20 digits is information to the meter to say, meter, we are introducing a new supply group code and a new key revision number. And the second 20 digits is telling the meter simply, we are erasing the existing supply group code and the key revision number 1. And the third one simply confirms the meter rating, whether it is now a 20 amp at 4.8 kilowatts, or is it a 60 amp at 13.8 kilowatts, so that we can make sure that we do not disadvantage a customer who was a 20 now, they become a 60, or they were a 60 and they become a 20. And then the third deployment support is run by Mrs. Marcel Adams and Amanda Mattia and all of them on the stakeholder management and industry support. They arrange these engagement sessions. And really, Speaker, we take off our heads for your municipality for making sure that we come here with all our honorable ward councillors are around. Because remember, when we deploy these areas, we have to make sure that that's an instruction from Megawatt Park that the local councillor, the ward councillor must know of all ESCOM's operation in any ward. That's the brief from head office. So what we normally do, we have these campaigns, newspapers, radio articles. We are on Facebook, and we also have leaflets, and then community forums and customer communiques, etc. If we have to go and deploy an area like Korenberg, we have to be there. We have to make sure that the customers in the Korenberg area are made aware. They get SMSs, they are prompted. And then we also then engage the local vending agents in the area. And we also make, because they have to issue the key change tokens. And if all fails, we then as ESCOM will issue the key change tokens. What we have is called an upscaling plan as ESCOM. We started the 3rd of August, 6.8 million customers. We are already now just in the Western Cape. In the Western Cape, we got about 402,000 customers. We don't have a lot of prepaid customers like other OUs, other operating units or provinces, because in the Western Cape we've got very strong municipalities who takes care of their own low voltage networks and prepaid customers like your Swartland, Mossel Bay, and the city of Cape Town, etc. So we only have that amount, and we started already, and by today we were in excess of 60,000 already that have already changed. We started at Somerset West, and we did Somerset West as a pilot site. We finished it, and then we went to the whole of Delft area. We had challenges, but we managed to work through those challenges with the local communities there. And I can really, this is really a community-driven approach. I can recall we started in a small town, a small place called Drakeby, and we had our councillors there that were assisting us. We went to Jamestown, the councillor Slabbert, etc. Those people were there. And then we went to Makassar. Councillor Helfrich assisted us. There was a councillor in Nomzamo, Councillor Diniso. So we can go to these councillors who are doing wonderful work in really taking charge of and helping ESCOM to assist the customers. So the idea is that we finish everything by, is that my time? No? Okay. All right, let me then speed up. This is just a dashboard that was on the 18th. I didn't include the latest one, but that's how we check all. On the 18th already, we were already at that phase. We already had about over 600 done, etc. But by now we are at 1.3, 1.5 million already. So that dashboard is seen by our GE every day, and that is why, with all the support, we're sure that we're going to make it towards the end. This is how our customers are vending. They are using your retail stores. They go through their banking apps, and there are service stations. They go to the local vendors. They can buy over their phone, over the internet. And ESCOM has got 5 national vendors. And all these 5 national vendors are linked to all the local vending agents within any community. They've got these nice machines called Flash, and the other one will have a Kazang machine, etc. And we always prompt them and make them aware and assist where we can, so that on the day that we trigger the people of Korenberg, the vendors must know that on the day that these people are triggered, because what happens, we load all the Quarrenberg customers, prepaid customers onto our system, and they are then we've got what we call a system run, and then they are downloaded on the online vending system of Eskom. And then when they go and buy for the first time, since the new supply group code, they are then triggered. They will go and buy, they will see that there are a new SGC supply group code. But if they buy and try to punch in those vouchers, the meter will not accept it until the meter is recoded. That's why on Facebook we are showing them the first step is to punch in the first 20, second 20, the third 20. Then after that you can punch in whatever then you purchased. And in terms of communication, that's what we are doing. We've got these connect leaflets and bulletins, and on Facebook we've got infographics that we show people how it's done. We show them the steps. They're gonna see, when they see the voucher, they can see the first one, first 20, that says we're introducing a new SGC, second 20, we're erasing this old SGC, the third one, we want to retain your power limit as our valued customer. And in terms of support, as I said, when we trigger Quarrenberg, for argument's sake, we have to be there. We have what we call pop-up offices. We go there and then we assist our valued customers there. They don't have to call. We are there for them. And our senior managers, some of them are on radio and they are assisting customers. We also send a step-by-step guide on social media. Frequently asked questions are loaded on our Alfred chatbot. And our famous contact center number 0860 08600 37566. That's the number you can call, and then we can be able to assist. And our staff are trained on how to deal with KRN related queries. We appointed a lot of these youth employment services, yes learners, to assist with the project. It's a once-off project, and its end date is on the 24th of November 2024. And in terms of the do-it-yourself, we might pick up some challenges. We are there to assist, and we also work together to make sure that we record all the meters before the deadline, because you don't want this to go beyond June. Our GM, Mr. Mbulelo, our GM has said we need to finish by the end of our Eskom financial year, 31st of October, and then by the 30th of June, on the first quarter of the new financial year, we should be cleaning up anything and everything. Remember, there's unallocated, unregistered customers, and some of them are tampering, and some of them is a lot. Because remember, if you do not recode your meter, then you're gonna have a problem. So we hope and pray that they're gonna come out. KRN also assist us with ghost vending. You all know that people stole Eskom's credit dispensing units and those years, and they are dishing out. That's why on Facebook, they will tell you, for 100 rands, you can get over 1,500 units for 100 rands. And these people are selling Eskom power without any payment. So they are using the old supply group code. And once it's changed over to the new supply group code for KRN2, then they are done. Then they won't be able to steal from Eskom. And we are also trying to pick up on all the other irregularities within the prepaid market environment. And I hope I did 20 minutes.
Ek het jou nou so sit dat op jy het 'n lekker groot beers hier langs jou sak.
Ek vra jy daar om verskoon.
Now you may sit there because there's questions.
Oh, thank you.
We're not Quarrenberg in our area. We've got Eendekuil.
Just making example. Oh, yeah.
And we've got Goedverwag and Winterwater. We've seen the Eskom. And who's the other area? That's the only Eendekuil. And then Pakket, we call it Pakket Boerberg. And most of our farms and Voorberg. Voorberg Correctional, PPC also,
Okay.
and Voorberg Correctional Center.
Yes.
There's households also there.
PPC. And it's only prepaid, Chair. That's all we are talking about. Prepaid, not any other meter. Only the prepaid customers are affected by all of this.
You guys going to visit all those areas?
We're going to visit all of them. That's why we have to first start here, so that the authority will know that we are here, and then we are operating in the area, and we would appreciate the support in terms of the venues, library halls, etc., where we can be able to assist our valued customers, so that they don't have to travel that far for assistance.
In terms of communication to the community, I've seen on your presentation radio communication.
Yes.
The closest one is Radio West Coast. Radio West Coast for a certain part here, and then Radio KC, who Voorberg will get
Radio KC. Yeah.
radio cases in Paarl. Those are the two radio stations.
Okay, good.
And then in terms of communication, we used to make use of our internal communications also as well.
Good.
Any questions, councillors?
WhatsApp groups, etc., with the ward councillors,
Yes.
etc. Just it's only a once off. Once it's done, then it's done. We can exit the group. But I think for the period that there's challenges, as I said, my name is Richard Mali, and my number is 082 3733 911. 082 3733 911. And I am only for the vending side and KRN, not for load shedding and other challenges. Please.
Any questions? Radio Houtstock, you must also.
Radio Houtstock.
Radio Houtstock. Alderman Wessels. Radio Perron. Yes. Alderman Wessels.
Chair, that there will be some sort of support when they go out to the different towns. Will there be technical support, Chair? Because we have found out that there's some glitch in the matrix, especially if there's no units on the machine, and then it becomes a technical issue that one of the technicians has to go out and solve the problem. I know that they are more administrative staff, but will technicians be available to sort out those problems when they're in those specific areas?
Through your speaker, yes, thank you, Councillor. Yes, there will be a technical support. What we have when we trigger an area, we appoint contractors to try and complement the resources from Eskom side. And what Eskom also does, if we are working in Piketberg, all the West Coast, you all know Beryl Swano. Beryl Swano is the sector manager for the area. She could not be here today because she's engaged in other meetings. Then what she does, she brings all the technical teams as far as Vredendal to come through and be of support to address exactly what you're highlighting, so that if there's issues around the vending problems, because basically we also have problematic meters that we know, and we know where they are based on their numbers, and then we've got special gadgets because some of these meters apparently are not up to speed with the digital language. So we use special devices, Bluetooth type of special devices. We get them from China. We then get them to, they are called Voltex meters. All the meters that starts with a 221 are problematic, and we know where they are. We've got a list per area. We then have standby technicians to assist in those meters with the firmware issues that they've picked up.
Thank you. Follow up, and then Alderman Lefish.
Last question, Chair. Chair, we do find that some of these meters are problematic, and then there's no other choice or alternative but to replace.
Yes.
will there be a charge on those meters that they have to replace, and who's going to carry that charge? Because our people can't, and I think it's 2,500 rand for a smart meter, a genuine one, or a generic from 600 rand. But who carries those charges when there's a problematic meter check?
Thank you, Speaker. An ESCOM meter is an ESCOM asset. It doesn't belong to anybody else other than ESCOM. If there's a problem with that meter, we replace it free of charge, and we make sure that the customer is not impacted at any stage. We do have that. We do have the old meters, the Conlog range, Taurus 01, 012, etc. You all know those meters have been in the system for more than 20 years. Some of the keypads are sticky and problematic. And then if the customer doesn't punch in the key change tokens within 60 seconds, and the meter then times out. So we are aware of those, and we've learned a lot within the urban areas there. So we should be fine to address those. And any escalations regarding problematic prepaid meters, my number is available 082 3733 911 in terms of the vending side, to make sure that we support our valued customer. Mr. Tulani Solani is here, the supervisor at IPEDBET CNC, and Werner Boshoff, they're all here. Buck Smith, they're all here. They know what the drill is, and they've been suitably trained. They know exactly what to expect and where the problematic areas are, and they will be of assistance to everybody. Thanks. Alderman De Fish.
Speaker, baie dankie. I just want to ask, we are a rural area, we've got many people on the farms. Probably will have to go the same route as you just explained. The communication with those users, how are you going about that? And on that vein, have you got this available in Afrikaans as well? It does make it easier for us to communicate it. 95% of our people are Afrikaans speaking. It will help a great deal. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Everything is we use all three languages within the Western Cape, and we are very sensitive to our customer base. We serve our customer base in the language that they are comfortable with, and some of us are multilingual exactly for that, to make sure that we deliver quality service to our customers. We will, with assistance and support from, remember, sometimes you will have the farm owner and with their own meter box, and they are the ESCOM customer. And some of them then will have, for their farm workers, put in sub-meters from CITIC, etc. We only deal with the main, but if there are cases where some of these meters are directly ESCOM customers, we will know, because we've got a database of all of our meters. And if there's a need for that, we will find out from Picketback CNC staff. And if there's a need, we will gladly visit that area and make sure that we share the information with everybody. But our pamphlets are in, we do have them. I've got a couple in my car, English and Afrikaans, etc. Yeah. Thanks.
Alderman Bezos.
Speaker.
What are the two ward councillors of the areas who are affected?
Speaker, last question, Speaker. Well, we get more or less a time schedule. I know Bergerville municipality are doing these in block form, a specific area on a specific day, so that we can control the chaos. Will ESCOM be working the same? And will we be privy to where they are on a certain day, so we can do additional information sharing to those communities via our platforms? Or are they on just swift in and swift out, or is it the planned schedule that they're going to have for Bergerville?
Thank you, through you, Speaker. Councillor, yes, we are planning to trigger this area from next week. From the 4th, we're going to be in the West Coast. What we are doing, we trigger the areas per township, so that to control the chaos. and also to work on the challenges that might arise. So that's what we do. And what we normally do, and I'm glad the speaker has already directed me to Alderman de Vries and to you, Councillor Small, that we will have to, is it Councillor Small? Yeah. Yes, he's Councillor Small, sitting in the front. No, Councillor is reading, yes. It's Councillor Alderman Vessels. Alderman Vessels, sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry about that. So all I'm saying is that communication is key so that you know where we are. And you also know when there's challenges so that you know who to contact. And as I said, I'm availing my number because I've got the responsibility to make sure that the rollout is seamless in the Western Cape. And I will work with you and the community to achieve that. And you will know about our plan. We will forward it to you as well, and we will then inform you when we're doing these areas. What we normally do, we try and be here because really to travel in and out, we are here maybe for a day or two with the teams to make sure that we address all the challenges from the customers. Okay. If none, thank you very much. Feel free to make contact. You've got my details. Yes, yes. Feel free to make contact with me. I will distribute to the ward councillors and the ward committees in those specific areas. And thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we have an exemption tonight? Ongelukkig is my pay scale nog baie laag. I'm not there yet. Thank you so much. Councillors, we're now going into committee. All the officials present are excused except for the Secretariat and the Director Corporate Services. En de hand.